Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today we have a very interesting item to, well, it's mostly unboxed. I just haven't taken the foam off of it yet. Thank you so much to Rotoselect for sending this in. This item is currently in Kickstarter, and I'm going to link it down in the description. This is not a sponsored video. I don't have affiliate links or anything like that. Ray from Everyday City Care was like, you got to check this thing out. And so I talked with the Rotoselect company, and they offered to send one so that I could share it with you guys. And it looks really cool. I can't wait to open this up and just, just use it. So anyways, thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Let's take the foam off of this. Oh my gosh, look at this crazy thing. So we're gonna, I love this. Part of the reason I'm so excited about this, if you can't tell, this is a very interesting and very cool way to store and organize your EDC knives. So I have, you're probably thinking, Complex, you've got like 350 knives. Like, is that really going to make any difference? Oh, we got to try this. Oh, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, and I'll tell you why. It's because I store all my stuff down here, but upstairs I keep my review and personal rotation bedside. But the storage container that I have only holds a few knives because it's the same thing that I keep my watches in. So it will allow me to have way more up there. Ready to go and just convenient for review. Let's see what we can fill this thing up with. Okay, I've got this thing filled up. A couple of details here. I want to give you guys all the details on this. I know you guys probably have a bunch of questions, and I'm pretty sure I can answer them. Number one, it came with the full knife stuff. Like, all the inserts were for knives. It was easy to just take them out and replace them with, I'm sure you've noticed, watch inserts. They have watch inserts and pen inserts. They just sent me a couple of watch inserts because they knew that I liked watches. And I talked to them actually mid-recording to make sure that I understood it correctly. But yeah, these work plenty fine. I think they have a few different sizes, so I've just got 4 watches in there, and then the rest of the inserts are for knives. Now, we're going to talk about how those sit in there just a second, but I want to give you guys kind of my impression on the action. This is essentially effortless to turn, which is really nice. You don't have to really jerk on it or go crazy. It also feels really smooth. It has a little bit of a click, 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 right? You can see the little, the gears down there. And that's really, really cool. I like that the outside of this box, I believe, is metal. I don't know exactly what I mean. It's pretty heavy, so I'm not sure though. But all of the inserts are plastic. They're not metal. So if you're worried about your nice stuff getting marked up, I doubt it. This, I mean, definitely not from the material itself. I had to experiment a little bit with stuff that would fit. So what I have in here are some pretty nice knives, and I'm sure you guys are wondering, are the knives actually touching? And with the knives that I've got in here, no, they're not. I put the biggest stuff that I could in here without it touching, but some of my stuff did not fit. So if you have a lot of like truly huge knives, I mean, I have like the Hinder XM18, 3.5 inch. I've got the Spyderco Python, the Hawk Deadlock. I've got the Herman Sting, the Machine Wise Sonora. I have a really big Shirogorov F3. the new CKF Sakosha, Spyderco Shaman, Chris Reeve Umnumzon, and then this last little slot right here, I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to put a knife there because it's just the end of the slant into the watch thing, but I put the new Cortex XL, which is really not a very big knife. If you're going to do that, you need a smaller one. These knives are not touching, but they're very, very close. Also, so I'm just letting you know, like, depending on what you put in here, it might touch, right? You might also be wondering, like, if you spin it super fast, or the knive's gonna like fly out. And yeah, they will. If you spin this thing aggressively hard, which is absolutely pointless, right? I mean, I'll do it with my stuff. Like, no, I'm not gonna throw it around, but I'm gonna kind of turn this probably quicker than anyone really needs to, and show you guys that everything pretty much stays in place. If I was going to select something for the day, I probably would turn it about this speed. I wouldn't go, super crazy. But if you were to like fling it really fast, which I did with a bunch of budget knives just to see what would happen, they push them, obviously it's going to throw it out, not in. So in here, I think this piece is metal. I think there's no way anything's going to go in, right? But if it does anything, it'll go out. And there is like a rod with gears and stuff over here. So I guess if you put something super duper expensive in there and you like fling it, there's a chance that it'll fling out to the outside, but it's much more likely it would just hit the outer wall. That's the most extreme scenario. And it seems like a silly thing to talk about, but I know people are wondering. So if you use this thing as intended, it works just fine. And it's a really nice way to select your pocket knife for today. It's a fun way to do it. And at the same time, I mean, you can keep up to, it looks like, what do we have here? 4, 8, 10. So I would guess about 20 pocket knives in this. And then you have a nice little, you can kind of close this up. Keep, in my case, keep the spit off of everything. So I'm not spitting all over my stuff. But yeah, overall, pretty high quality item. The least expensive way to get in on this is definitely going to be the Kickstarter. And then it's like Ray said in his video, they're going to charge the full retail price afterwards. So probably going to be multiple hundreds of dollars. My guess would be, I don't know what the exact price is, $2, $3, $350, something like that. I honestly can't remember, but I'll let you guys check out the Kickstarter if you want to. I like this. I'm definitely going to use it. This, and I'm going to keep my old watch and knife storage just for extra stuff, but this makes selecting my stuff for the day legitimately easier, right? These little like knife inserts, like, they're trying to do kind of a one size fits all thing. So I wouldn't expect, like, when you lay these down, they do like, I was like, this is going to be so slippery. Like, these things are going to fly all over the place. And I was wrong, right? I'm not sure if I like the idea of flipping it over and doing clip side up. If I don't know if everything fits better, like doing that with the Shaman and the Sakosha, they start immediately touching each other. So again, whether you do it clip side up, see, like with these two, like now they're laying on top of each other. But if I go the other way and do the clip side down, then it creates just enough space where the knives are not touching each other. And you might not care, right? In this case, it looks like the Shiro and the CKF are touching each other, but they're not. There's a teeny tiny little gap there. So it depends on the knife and how you lay it. And there's obviously going to be some stuff that's not going to fit in here. I would say anywhere from smaller to full-size standard profile knives are going to fit in here, but anything that is oversized, XL, super duper long, probably not going to work super well. So yeah. And, a lot of times you can probably fix if you've got something really nice in there that's big and you don't want to have anything touching it, you just, don't put anything right next to it. It just depends on how you want to do this. But yeah, I'll give you guys another, look here, moving some pretty expensive knives pretty quickly, and it does keep them in place. I think that's pretty neat. So yeah, overall, this feels pretty cool. I'm gonna put this bedside, and it should make at least getting up and selecting something a little bit more convenient when I have 10, 15 knives on rotation between what I normally carry and the stuff that I'm reviewing. I don't have to walk all the way down to my office to find whatever it is that I want to carry for the day. I can just get it right here. So very cool. Okay, thanks so much for sending this in. Links in the description. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on the Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.